What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at second in form Lozano, the 85 right mid, the Mexican, the Napoli right mid. He is not a bad player, and to be honest, he's doing pretty well. He started a little bit slow at Napoli. I didn't really see too much of him last year, and he was easing his way in. He managed to get a couple of special cards. We'll have a look in the generations just to see actually how many. But now he's already started off with an absolute bang. Already got his 83. Already got his 85. He started at an 80 rated. Let's have a look at his in-game. So we are on Team of the Week 7. Hopefully you did enjoy your red picks, your rewards. Hopefully you got everyone you wanted. Personally, I didn't really get too many. We got Sergio Ramos tradable now, so I suppose swings and roundabouts. We managed to make, what, 150, 200k off it, plus a couple of walkouts, and we managed to get a red Watkins, so I suppose it's okay. Wanted a Bruno, but hey-ho. Lozano is coming in at 140 to 130 on PlayStation and Xbox. He is a 4-star skill with a 3-star weak foot. He has got mad amount of pace, being 97 with 82 shooting, 86 dribbling, and 70 physical and 79 passing. So he's a very attacking right mid. He's not really known for all of his passing. His physicality is obviously going to be a little bit lower, being so fast, and 5'9", not necessarily the smallest player on the pitch, but it's not necessarily 6 foot, obviously, so the strength element of it is not quite there for him. He has got a lean build as a body type, and his animations is pretty good for the down the wing kind of run. I felt like he was doing really hard work going up and down the pitch and really putting in a shift every time going to the box, and it's not bad. 83 stamina on him. I think it's respectable. It's definitely doable. Foot champs wise, I'd probably be subbing him off because I feel like he's going to get shattered by the end of the game, and especially if you go into extra time, I don't think 83 would be able to cut it down the wing. I think if he was in the middle, maybe he could get away with it. Sometimes you kind of don't do as much running. You're looking at the passing game more than anything, and it's the one thing you want to conserve with him is he has a lot of pace. So if you can kind of like either super sub him or put him on as such, like you kind of use his ability, maybe use the left to start with and then use the right after, so you're kind of conserving pace. Obviously stamina decreases over time, but if you're not constantly running with him, he could be a really nice asset at the end of the game when you've got players who are absolutely shattered at the back and you have a 97 pace Lozano fresh. Not a bad card to be bringing on. 96 agility, 81 balance. Felt like his dribbling was really nice. Felt really smooth with the dribble as well. He has got the 4-star skills, which is always good. The 3-star weak foot, a little bit of a minus, but we can kind of deal with that if he wants to cross it. It's got a little bit of crossing at 81. Passing wise, 81 short, 72 long. Not amazing, but again, we've not got any chem styles on them. 79 composure. That will go soon. That for me will be kind of like not worth putting in your team at some point. I feel like 80 plus is coming very soon. The chem style that we're looking at, and people are looking at marksman, gets a bit of physical, bit of dribbling, and a bit of shooting. You could go for something with a bit of passing. I feel like that could be another option, which I believe is artist. That will give you 86 passing and 92 dribbling, but we will have a look at that in the end review. But first off, let's go into some gameplay. So as we come in, we were using him for quite a few games actually. We managed to do a few friendlies with him, really try and stretch out them legs and see, because everyone was quitting, so I didn't really want to just do two clips, 3 clips. I do like to try and get a bit more. I'd say normally if I can get 5 average to good clips, I'd be happy with that. Anything less than that, I am not necessarily wanting to do it. I feel like 2-3 clips is just not enough. I probably have done it in the past, and it's just a rush, and I think it doesn't really add to the video. Even if you have got the best clips in the world, if you've only got 2 or 3, it doesn't show a story. We've managed to get a few Lozano, watching him down the wing, looking at him in the centre from when we start the game, and it's just in general a nice player to play with. He assists, he can score, he's got the pace, and he's got the dribbling. Is he linkable? That is always the big one. Serie A this year is not the best, or Calcio A, whatever you want to call it. It's not the greatest. You've got Ronaldo, obviously, and there's a few good players, but I just don't think it's what it was. In terms of right back, you've got the French right back from Napoli, 77 or 78 rated, not really worth putting into a foot champs team. Mexican right backs, don't think there's any. And then we look into the midfield side of it. You've got Fabian, you've got, I'll have to have a look, but you've got a few midfielders, and I think 1 or 2 may be usable in terms of linking with Lozano, but I think with his links, it's going to make him into a super sub, and if you're going to put him in a first team, for me, I think it's just going to be an objective team. I don't think he's going to go into many teams just because you'd need that link, that strong link, or at least an icon link, just to get him on full chem. Other than that, if you're running a Serie A team, then obviously you can kind of easily put him in, but that's a very far and few in my opinion. So going into the overall then, Mertens was the one I was thinking about. He is a strong link and obviously a good player. He's not a bad player at all, and I think he could definitely be, I wouldn't even say a FUT Champs player, I'd say more of a super sub, unless again you're running a Serie A team, but I just don't think it this year. If we do have a quick look, Ronaldo's great obviously, Dybala, again, Handanovic keeper wise, I suppose you could go with Chesney or Handanovic and they'd be relatively good. Koulibaly's not bad to be fair, Mobile not really, Chiellini definitely not. Gomez, not a bad shout, but again, he's not getting the strong link to him. Lukaku's rule breaker, 356k, I could think of better to spend on. Savic, not really. Eriksen's okay. Alberto's no. And this is it. There's very, very few actual cards that you'll want to use in the Serie A. And some people may disagree. Some people may think they want to use most of these cards. Alex Sandro is quite a nice one, but he's the opposite side now. And some people may want to actually use quite a lot of these cards. We have going down at 145 and 131. Obviously, fluctuations are happening during rewards day. I just think this card's great. I just think the links are poor. Serie A links, if he was BPL, would be seeing 200-300k off this, and it's always the case. Premier League always rises the price, but you'll have more to link with. Even if he was at La Liga, I feel like it would be a better option, just because you have right backs, you have midfielders who would go into a proper FUT Champs team, in my opinion. Obviously, everyone is entitled to it, but I think he's a nice card. Pace is great. I've always rated the pace 97. Shooting wise, it's good, but it definitely could use an upgrade. Passing is poor for a right mid. If he was just a right wing and kind of just an attacking one, I could kind of see that, but as he is a right mid and someone who needs to be passing, I think it is poor for the card. Great dribbling, I think it's good. Again, the composure, a little bit low, but you can't do anything about that. Defending with just bypass, and then physical, again, not really there. Chem style wise, look, we're looking at marksman, deadeye, and finisher. So if we went with the marksman, that gets him up to a 90 right wing. So it's pretty good on the shooting. Dribbling wise, adds a little bit of benefit, and then the physical, it's not bad. I think you need some passing. It depends on what you want to use him, but I think passing would be a nice one to go. I'm all for going attacking, dribbling, all of that good stuff, but if you've already got two strikers, a cam and a left mid, and all of them are attacking, you kind of need that outlet as well. You need someone who's going to be assisting, depending on who you got left mid, obviously. Finisher wise, against very attacking. I think I'd rather go marksman, to be honest. And then the final one is the deadeye, which obviously is the shooting passing, which that's probably what I'd opt for. Just because if you could get the composure up, I'd always go that. But because you can't, I think that's good enough for right now. And then you get the passing up, and I think that is much better. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more content. And I'll see you in the next one.